Alright, so we are now back with part 6 of our Bee Swarm Simulator Noob to Pro journey. And as I mentioned in my last video, today we are going to be completing the Robo Challenge. If you didn't watch the last video, basically recently we realized that unfortunately I am missing even just the bronze amulet from the Robo Challenge. And somehow, not only did I not realize it, but nobody that was really in my circle realized it. So at the very least, today we're going to try and get our hands on the bronze amulet. Anything that we get past that point is obviously going to be a huge W, but ideally I'm sort of aiming for the bronze. I've never really done the Robo Challenge, at least not seriously, so I don't exactly know how many times we're going to fail before we actually get this done. But before we do that, like always, I have to update you guys on the changes that I've made over on my Hive. If you notice, we are currently still level 15, but I am sitting at 11 trillion honey, so for the next video, we'll be doing maybe a little bit something. The big changes that you'll probably see is that we no longer have a baby bee or a photon bee inside of my Hive. Those have been changed over to buoyant. The only one that is still very much in here, which a lot of you have said that I need to remove, is the cobalt bee. Now I finally understand, because a lot of you have explained to me why the cobalt needs to be removed. As a blue hive, you don't want any blue conversion, or should I say any blue instant conversion, because you obviously want to have all of your pollen inside of the balloons. But like I said, we got a lot of honey. We're going to be taking care of that in the next video. Another big change, which is obviously in connection with the baby bee, is the fact that we now have a total of 5 gifted tadpole bees. That is obviously what was able to allow me to actually remove the baby bee. So far we're doing pretty good, man. The Hive is looking nice. Hopefully we should be level 16 here, maybe by the next video, maybe not, maybe more than that. I don't know, we'll see. But right now we need to focus on what the matter at hand here is, and that is the Robo Challenge. I'm not gonna lie, man, I've been pretty much stressing this since last night, just mainly because I'm kind of scared that I'm not going to do this correctly. I know that there is obviously the unfortunate side that I am a blue hive, which means that I don't do much damage. But aside from that, I'm also not really too familiar with what all my bees do individually. I have spent pretty much the last morning kind of going over everything to fully understand. I've also sort of been watching like videos and even reading posts on Reddit about what sort of paths blue hives take when they're doing this challenge. I know it's kind of extra considering I'm really only trying to get the bronze one, but I really just don't want to fail or make this more difficult than it needs to be. But at the end of it all, I know that even if I do fail in this video, a lot of you are going to tell me what I did wrong. You're going to correct it, and by the next time I will definitely have it 100%. So again, I'm not really all that worried, but at the same time I am kind of worried because I do want to get this amulet, even though I know it's not going to be like a huge game changer, but something is better than nothing. That's what I always say. So this can either be our first little test run, or it can be our serious run. I have no idea. Either way, we have 11 robo passes, so we have 11 chances to get this right. In this scenario right here, the one thing that I did see is that by no means should we ever accept a red pollen quest. That is one of the main things that I did learn. Now, in a scenario like this, I'm a little confused because it's red pollen and blue pollen, or I can go ahead and hurt myself by getting 50,000 white pollen. The one thing that I heard repeated over and over again is always go for either blue or goo. But I think to play it safe, I'm gonna go with white pollen, just because I do know that white pollen is available in pine. And again, I also know that I'm overthinking this because it's literally round 1, so this is probably going to go really, really easy. I guess there's really only one way to find out and learn my lesson here. I'm going to go white, and then for my first bee, I hope I'm making the right decision here. I'm going to go Bumble, and let's see what happens here, dude. I don't know if I'm making good decisions here. Okay, so Bumble for the first one. I think I want to go cool. Oh, dude, I didn't put on my Vicious. No. Now that I saw the cool bee, that's the one that I was going to replace. All right, well, we're definitely not going to make it far now that I see that. But it is what it is. We're going to grab our cool bee for this one. And then I guess we're going to grab, should I do buoyant or music? I'm going to go buoyant. I know so many people are probably cringing right now. And then when it comes to the upgrades, I know that I read multiple times that you either go blue pollen or cogs per round. I hope I'm getting this right, dude. I really do. Either way, let's start the round here and make our way over to pine, dude. This is really bad. All right, so for starters, I can already tell that I made the worst decision possible. I mean, I have no idea why I chose white It's literally 50,000. I only have 3 bees. I can already tell this is going to be an extremely long video because we are going to fail at least 100 times. On the plus side, I have someone from my Discord server inside of the server right now where I guess they're macroing here. So that's definitely really good. It was super helpful and we completed that first round. So let's see what we end up getting here for round 2 and hopefully we don't make a mistake like that again. All right, so for round 2, we have white pollen, red pollen, as well as 160,000 honey. I feel like 160,000 honey is the right option here. Again, going back to the entire do not choose red pollen ever. So I'm going to stick by that. Obviously, I'm going to learn my lesson here eventually. And this time, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a tadpole. Second one is going to be a music bee. Dude, I don't know if I'm making the right choices here. And then for the upgrades, I don't think I want to choose any of these. Am I required to choose one? I actually don't know. A part of me feels like I should choose this last one, plus 5% critical chance, and just sacrifice all of the instant conversion. But again, I don't know if that's the right decision, dude. I'm just going to risk it, and that's what we're going to choose. It is what it is, man. You live and you learn. Go ahead and start the round, and let's see how this goes. All right, so round 2 is actually going super smooth. Wait a minute. That literally took seconds. That was quick. I don't even know why I was stressing that one. We're good to go, dude. Let's go. Round 3. Over here, we have 300,000 honey and goo as well as red pollen. Easy. 300,000 honey. Here, we're obviously going to go commander bee and I'm going to go probably bucko. Then for the upgrades, dude, I don't remember. I think someone told me that bee gather pollen is bad, but I also don't remember right now. They could have said that it was great to get that. I'm probably just going to take the safe route here and I'm going to go plus 2 cogs per round. Hopefully the correct answer is not this one. So that way everybody's not completely cringing in the comments right now. But let's see. We're starting round 3. Again, I still feel pretty confident that we're going to kind of storm right through this. The only thing that I'm super stressed about is the fact that I didn't put a vicious bee on. So already I know that I'm going to fail this if for some absolute miracle we actually make it to round 10. But let's see here. So we got collect 120,000 pollen from the blue flower field, easy, and 160,000 from pineapple patch. All right, so that's the one that we're going to go with. And then for our next bee selection, we're going to go basic bee, as well as let's go with another tadpole. Yeah, let's go with another tadpole. Then over here, we have plus 25% bee gather pollen and plus 1 cogs per round. Under that, we have plus 10% bee movement speed, 1.5 times scratch pollen, and 3x fetch pollen. I feel like I should go for the virtual pet one, but this goes back to what everybody was telling me where like cogs per round is extremely important. But then again, I feel like the cogs per round is really important if I'm thinking about going like super long term into this. I don't know, dude. I don't know what the right choice is here. I'm gonna go virtual pet. It just makes sense. I might be wrong. We got a bit of traveling to do here, so let's go. All right, so already we finished pineapple. We're doing pretty good. That only took us like a couple of seconds. Now we're moving on over here to blue flower. This one should be just as fast, to be honest, if not even faster. And there we go. Round 4 completed. Let's go, dude. So now we're jumping into round 5, which should technically solidify me on getting the bronze amulet. I think if I remember correctly. Yeah, I just mentioned their bronze COG amulet. So we need to focus on being able to complete this round. The problem is that I didn't put on my vicious bee, and we have to defeat 25 mosquitoes. On top of that, we also have to collect 1.6 million white pollen, which is already a really bad situation. A part of me wants to re-roll, but I don't know if that means 1 reroll for like the entire run, or do I get 1 reroll every single round? I think I'm gonna reroll and just hope for the best. Luckily, we got blue pollen, so that's good. We're gonna go ahead and grab that one. Then for our next bee, we're probably gonna go buoyant, and I believe I'm also gonna choose, we're gonna go shocked, and then over here we're gonna choose, I guess, capacity, since I don't really care for the other ones. I'm not really willing to risk right now critical power or pollen, so let's just go with that and let's see how this goes, dude. I don't really know if we're gonna be able to defeat all of these mosquitoes. Can't believe I messed up and I didn't put on my vicious. All right, so I'm kind of zoning out. I'm not gonna lie, I really wasn't talking that entire time, but we're doing pretty good so far. I mean, I have gotten hit a couple times, but we're done with the blue pollen. Now we're just kind of stuck on the killing the mosquitoes. Cog mowers are spawning in, so that's not a good sign. Dude, I wish I would have gotten my vicious, man. This would have been so much easier. We also have an aphid in. Come on, dude. We just need a bronze. If I just get a bronze, I'll be happy, because there's literally no chance that I'm getting the next amulet unless I get my vicious. 3 minutes left, and we're still not even halfway through this, bro. Come on. Hey, wait a minute. We're actually covering some ground now. Dude, the mosquitoes are inside of there. What is this? Why are they inside of the wall? No, dude, look at my health. Come on, please. I swear, dude, the biggest mistake that I ever made was not grabbing my vicious. I know I've said this 1,000 times. There we go. We completed round 5. Let's go. Just barely, but we ended up getting it there. Now, again, I think we're going to keep moving on through the rounds, but I'm definitely 1,000% not surviving round 10. But I just kind of want to, like, I don't know, entertain it here just for the sake of practice. So over here, we got Quest A, 1.2 million goo, and then 600,000 pollen from mushroom. We're going to go goo. For my B selection, I'm going to go buoyant again, as well as, let's do, should I do festive or should I do another tadpole? I think I'm going to go festive just for the variety. And then for upgrades, I'm going 1.05x pollen. And man, I kind of want to buy all 3 of them. Can I buy all 3 of them? I'm just going to get them all. Why not? All right, and then we're going to use my friend here for the sake of this challenge and just kind of follow along with him since he does have gummy boots. Honestly, I may have made the wrong selection here. I may actually fail this right now. Which, I mean, honestly, even if we do fail it, I'm not really too worried about it. At the end of it all, we still got to accomplish what we wanted, which was being able to get at least one of the amulets. And this sort of works out perfectly for me because it allows me now to be able to upload this video and get a lot of pointers from you guys on what I did wrong, what I should do better next time. Ideally, what I'm looking for is for someone to explain to me like, hey, look, this is the bees that you should choose in this specific order if you get them, and this is the reason why you should do it. I feel like ideally that would be the perfect explanation for me. Also, I also feel like I could have completed this a lot faster if I would have just activated my gumdrops. But if I'm going to be completely honest, I didn't even want to keep going just because I don't have my vicious bee. And I know for a fact that I wouldn't be able to survive taking out cog mowers in round 10 without my vicious bee. So this is kind of like a waste of time. But honestly, we came extremely close for only really following along someone with gummy boots. I feel like I came pretty close. But there it is right there. We made it to round 5 on our very first attempt. So I'm perfectly okay with that. On the downside, it is absolutely terrible. We ended up getting red pollen and red instant conversion. Like, what, bro? How much of a punishment could that possibly be? But again, at the same time, these stats are better than quite literally this bold none. So what I think I'm going to do now is exactly what I mentioned before. Get your opinions in the comments in tomorrow's video when we decide to spend the 11 trillion that we have and make a couple of adjustments and stuff like that. I'll do sort of like a quick run during that video and we'll see how far we can actually make it. I'll cut out all of the kind of like unnecessary stuff. And with the tips that you guys give me, I will go ahead and see how far I can legitimately make it. This time with actually having a vicious bee inside of my hive. But for the time being, we now have pretty much every single amulet. At least I think I do, even if it is just in its bronze form. So that's honestly a W in my book, man. Can't wait to read the comments on this. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Nothing really too crazy today, but definitely another step in the right direction for our noob to pro journey. Currently, progress is going pretty good. We are at, I believe, about to be done with quest number 24 for Spirit Bear. So we should be getting closer to that 30 mark so that way we can get our petal to donate to the shrine. Little by little, I'm sort of getting closer, but also not really to the materials that I need for the gummy boots. The glue is quite literally my nightmare, but we'll figure it out. Actually, speaking of glue, I actually had some crafting I need to go grab. So yeah, right here we have ourselves now 99 glue, 68 glitter. We pretty much have the red extracts and the blue extracts that we kind of need. I think I need more blue extracts actually. No, I'm actually missing red extracts. I'm missing 3 of them. Same for the glitter. We have a long way to go. We need 250 glitter, 500 glue. So yeah, man, it's a bit of a grind. We're also slowly working on the buckle quest so that way we can get the Tide Popper. It's all kind of sort of coming together, but I'm sure you guys understand this is all a long-term grind. Again, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in part 7 of the noob to pro journey. Take care.